Father's Log, episode 0. I have been a dad for 0 days.
We timed my contractions and they're like 5 minutes apart and they're lasting a pretty long time. So I started to feel like the drive to the hospital was the worst thing that was going to happen.
Melissa is more than 9 months pregnant. Our due date is technically tomorrow. Midwives this week on Monday let us know that in their professional opinion, she was coming this week. So I would say right now we're pretty much on high alert. Last couple nights, Melissa has had her first 2 really solid nights sleep out of the last month, or maybe even 6 weeks. From what I've been told by friends and family and books and everything, is that the last month is pretty uncomfortable across the board. Melissa is ready to have had the baby last week, if not 2 weeks ago.
Let's break my water and do this.
But we had a tricky introduction with the manual version. Our young baby was breech, meaning that she was head up, which is not a safe way for mom to give birth. So I had in hindsight, a uniquely incredible experience of getting to go and pretend to have labor with my wife. We went to the labor and delivery wing of the hospital. We checked in. I got registered as her guest. We got to have a very calm and casual interaction with an anesthesiologist when Melissa got her first epidural, which is something that was really scary for her. Our initial goal was to go as natural as possible, but the breech gave us a curveball that we had to figure out how to handle. And through consultation with our midwives and people with more experience than us, they told us that epidurals help things stick and progress properly and give them a better chance of flipping the baby while making it more comfortable for mom and a higher success rate for baby. So we got to go and have kind of a 10% of a birth experience, which is nice because we both are planners, and so getting to go and check that out was a really nice way to prepare and be a little bit more relaxed. However, the big show is still happening. Today and this weekend and the last couple days, I've been getting lots of phone calls from my best friends and favorite family members, and everyone is really excited. I'm really excited. I'm ready. I'm ready in the sense that I don't know what is coming, but I have prepared for it as much as possible. Mike Tyson is famous for his quote, "Everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face." Obviously, his quote is about boxing, but I think it's certainly relevant here. And I'm ready to be caught off guard. I'm ready to be kicked in the teeth. I'm ready to be shown how not ready I actually am. But Melissa and I have done all the preparing that I think one can do, and we are calm and excited to meet our little girl. Father's Log, day 0, part 2. Today is the due date, and the sun has gone down, so tonight is the due night. From what I understand, it is very common for the end to be really tough on the pregnant woman. So what I have kind of learned from the last few weeks, smile while you do those dishes, because we don't have to be pregnant. My job is to make sure that my pregnant wife is as comfortable as possible. That means me doing a lot of stuff without her having to ask. Anybody that knows Melissa knows that she is a doer, and trying to get her to slow down even a little bit requires a lot of active participation from me. But it's a good thing. I am really hitting the ground running, and this house is clean and tidy and ready to get trashed by a little baby that's going to poop and pee all over this place. You know, I would say something I learned today that I wasn't expecting was, it's the due date. A lot of people reached out to me and texted me and let me know they were thinking about me and gave me phone calls. And it made me feel really great. Also, Melissa had that happen. And I'd say the first couple people made her feel real great and loved and thought of. But then after a little while, it started to be that she was really sick of explaining to people that no, she doesn't have her baby, but yes, she really, really, really wants it out of her. Her app went off today to let her know it was her due date. It was also an unwelcome notification. I think a lot of women are intensely aware of the fact that they're due, and if the baby isn't there, nobody is more anxious than the mom, and that includes the dad. I'm certainly very anxious. I have not really had nerves a whole lot about this. I've been nervous, sure, but not the jittery, antsy nerves. Today, that certainly kicked in. Melissa was super cool, and I got to go to Oso and do some yoga with my girl Dana, and that was really great. Nice way for me to center myself mentally on the inside. And I feel great. But the fact remains, we are just patiently waiting for nature to take over our lives and send it into a tailspin for 3 to 6 weeks. So I'd say the anxiety is starting to mount. But Melissa and I are like the couple at the beginning of Idiocracy. We plan for things and we're thorough, and I think that we are ready to be caught off guard. We are ready to learn a lot, and we are ready to have an existential crisis with feeling like a terrible parent. But we're also going to do our best, and I think we're going to be great parents. So that's that. So if I have any advice for anybody that has a friend that's about to have a baby, maybe holler at the husband or partner that isn't pregnant and make sure that texting would be welcome. Another thing that I would say is, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm excited. But there's nothing to do but wait. And so that's what I'll do. If anybody's watching this because they're getting ready to be in this position, I hope it was helpful for you. And I would imagine that by the time you're watching this, I have a lot more experience and I might be able to be of more help to you, either with videos or direct conversations. So if you have a question for me, don't hesitate to ask. At Dallas Midwives, and straight up her water broke at the appointment.